Most most of the people expected to be here are here. Hopefully, someone from the IT area will pop on. They've both been given invites at this point, so hopefully someone will be here to kind of summarize what's going on with IT. Um, Before I start, did anyone have anything they wanted to bring up?
Oh, the Sirimangalo.org food support page has update has a major update since last time. So due to we realize how difficult to order food from a distance. So right now the content in the website is that if you are in the distance, sending gift card is still the best option for food. And otherwise, the Amazon wish list from mentioned in the website has useful gift for the center. And if you are local, and you could bring in food for Bande or our residential meditator that in the course, or you could invite Bande to your house for alms. And or if you like to bring in frozen meal for a meditator in training, you could do that too. So you could contact the Foodana team, so we will arrange the date with you. Thanks.
Thank you, Tina. Bante, did you get a chance to look at the food support page on the website?
No. Is it updated?
It is, yeah. It's been up for a few days, and I really request that you just take a look at it and make sure that everything that's been stated is acceptable and correct. We kind of put the best that we could, but we want to make sure that everything there is okay with you. And it stems from, we continue to have people overseas that are interested in sending support, but it's so difficult. And I found out a little more about it. Even here, where I am, I wasn't aware that when you order food over the phone, you have to sign for it when it arrives. I wasn't aware of that. We don't order food over the phone very often, but apparently that's a common thing, that someone has to sign for it, and they're signing that they are the person whose credit card was given over the phone. So we certainly don't want to have someone at the monastery signing as if they were that person. It's not entirely correct and proper. So instead of trying to find these convoluted ways to have people far from the monastery sending food when there really wasn't any clear way to do it, we just kind of gave them the options that do work well.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Okay. If at any point there's anything that should be changed or corrected, just let us know.
I think the menu has to be adjusted a little, one little thing.
What was that, Bante?
In the menu, under support, you have to have 2 links, not just one, I think. Because when they go over support, it shows only food support. It doesn't show the actual support page.
Oh, okay.
And they won't always know to click on the support header.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I had done some tweaking with the menu there, and I wasn't aware didn't understand that you needed to have a separate button for the main page. So there might be a couple.
Well, you don't need to, but when they look, they only see support.
Okay.
They only see food support.
Okay. All right, I'm sure we can take care of that.
I don't know. It seems, I may be wrong, but it seems to me that you have to be careful. If you have something with sub-items, then if you want the actual heading to be an item as well, my feeling is you should put it as a sub-item, like under videos. Videos has a sub-item testimonials, so people won't think to click on the videos sub-item.
Yeah, this is a good design consideration. So if the heading, well, if the main item is a page, like say there's a support page that contains sub-items, that page should probably be just brief and descriptive of what the sub-pages are.
Yeah, I mean, it's better that way. That would be the more... Anyway, I'm going to put them both as sub-items for now if you guys want to change.
That way it's hard for people to misunderstand what is on the page.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad to... Yeah, it's better that, like, under text teachings, that's what I've done. I've put a list of the pages on the text page. It's just the page that has all the list of them. So videos should probably be the same. So it's actually not that big of a deal, but I think for support it is, because people wouldn't think to click on that. I think it's fixed now. Should be okay.
Bless you. Thank you, Bante.
Aaron, are you driving a car?
Sorry?
Your phone was good for a little while, but then it just got that static again, so.
Oh, is it that? Maybe my mute.
Yeah. No, actually now it seems fine again.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. Let me know.
If we're in between topics, maybe I'll just mention that I think there's a need for food containers in the kitchen at the monastery. I want to pay for those because I owe the organization money, but if anybody has ideas what kind of containers to get, that would be, I'd appreciate it.
What are you looking for, Anthony, to freeze items or for leftovers? Or?
Leftovers, because in the fridge a lot of things are in bowls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Anthony. So I prefer actually glass, not the plastic.
Glass, yeah, okay.
Glass containers better.
Yeah, they have glass containers that they have the plastic cover. Anchor Hocking makes some.
Yeah. So.
Pyrex makes some, and Anchor Hocking makes some. We use the glass as well because sometimes with heating things up in the microwave in plastic, there's certain health concerns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on to the next item. Anna put together a nice Yelp page for the monastery. So if you go to Yelp and you enter meditation center in the area of Hamilton, it does pop up. It looks good, and it's the beginning of getting the meditation center into different directories and so forth. I started with Google, and that turned out to be quite involved. And we're kind of at a standstill until they mail a postcard through the post to the monastery, and then Bante will have a verification code, which we have to input on the page there, and then we can continue on. But they actually mail something to you to make sure that you are where you say you are. So a little bit of a delay on that, but it'll be good. Jamie was going to work on Foursquare. I haven't seen anything about that. Perhaps she's been delayed on that, but I'll check with Jamie on the Foursquare. And then there's also the Facebook and Google Plus. Now, with signing up through Google Business, they created a separate Google Plus for us. I think we had wanted to use the original Google Plus for Sirimangalo International, but they just went ahead and created a brand new one that's linked to the business listing, so I think we're kind of stuck with using that, but perhaps between Anna and myself, we can get that populated with a little more information, and we also need to send that out and get people to people who are on Google Plus to like and follow it. Just so that it's it's a little more active, a little more out there. But it'll be good. This is, I believe, the link that creates the driving directions and so forth when you Google something. So we should have more information for next week. There's another aspect also, which is listing things in the paper, and I was going to submit those this week, but Bante had mentioned that he was tied up for the next couple of Saturdays. Bante, do you know which Saturday is the first Saturday that you won't be busy with other events?
All I've got for now is next Saturday something.
Okay, so then, Saturday the 21st, November 21st, would be the first clear Saturday?
Yep.
Okay, great. I'll put that in the paper in the calendar events then for November 21st. And that's connected to the meetup group and the Saturday Days of Mindfulness, which is starting out slow, but there is one person who is looking to attend along with her daughter, and there just hasn't been one for, I think, this week, maybe last week, because there were other plans, but it's starting slow. But once a few people come, then it's always the thing, nobody wants to be first. But once a few people come, then things take off a little bit. Bante, is there any, do you have any needs for that particular group? Or anything that would be good to have during those Saturday Days of Mindfulness, or just in general?
Well, there's no group yet. No one has ever come to Saturday yet, so.
No, it's, the group starting up. There are 2 people interested in coming once you're available, so we can communicate to her that on November 21st you will be there.
Right.
So that would be the kind of
Yeah,
the
I've told her already. Is it Elaine and her daughter?
Oh, hi, Samantha.
Yeah, hi. Is that Elaine
It is, yeah.
and her daughter? Yeah, I've already told her, so.
Okay, good. Can you send her the message that November 21st is?
Yeah.
Will be on?
Yeah, and I've also welcomed some new members, and I've told them that it's up to the 21st.
Okay. But is there anything that you can anticipate needing for that planned group on the 21st, Bante, or just in general at the monastery?
Nope.
Okay. Regarding our IT team, they're busy, speaking to one another in Slack, but a lot of it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to some of you. Is there anybody that can tell us what they're talking about?
Yeah. So I think they're getting quite close to having a clear plan that will fulfill the IT needs and save money.
Good.
I think we just need some wider review and approval on what they're doing. I don't know if there's consensus yet, though. They're still hashing it out.
I was thinking maybe we could try to turn the meditation site into a WordPress plugin.
Oh,
Okay.
Because if it was under WordPress, that would make everything a lot easier, no?
that would be
Would it?
nice.
What would be easier about it? User logins?
Yeah, it would have the same user login as WordPress. the theming would be consistent, or theming would be easier. No, I mean, it would be a very difficult process to make it a WordPress plugin, that's for sure. But once it was made a WordPress plugin, yeah, it would make it make it easier to, I guess not easier, just more streamlined.
Well, from the user perspective, I think there's two advantages. One is that the people who log into meditation consistently will also be logging into the website, because right now with the main Sirimangalo website, I mean, not to be critical, but there's not much new going on. Once you've seen it once, you've seen it. There's very little that's new to draw people back to see it, again. And to have it be a little more, the kind of thing that people would visit a little more often to get updates, I think would be helpful. Just to move away from depending so much on social media, and to make the website just a little more of a place that people click into to read. And if the meditation site was on that, that would definitely, bring people to the website. And also people that are going to the website that don't happen to know about the meditation site, they would also be exposed to it. So, I mean, from a user point of view, to collect as many things as possible in one space, on one site, is really going to optimize usage.
Good.
Would there be any problems with bringing the meditation site over to the website?
Sorry, was that question for me?
Yes. Would there be any problems with bringing the meditation site over to the website?
Well, someone has to turn it into a WordPress plugin.
I'd like to help out with that part, actually. I have a little bit of experience with making WordPress plugins.
If you could do that, the one thing I can remember being a little bit complicated, but there's a process, is the ability to make JSON calls with JSON calls to WordPress.
Okay, that'll be new to me, but I'm sure we can figure that out.
Because right now it's calling a PHP page, but it would have to call they have to have some specific post or get string or something like that.
Right, so now it has to be done in a WordPress way, right?
Yeah. WordPress will return JSON, but there's a special way to get it to do it, I think.
Okay.
While we're talking about the website, I mean, are there any ideas for what to add to the website that would make it a little more, just a little more of a thing that's more vibrant, something where you go back and look at it periodically? Right now, it's kind of static. Like, I was thinking of creating a page for things that are going on right now. So I created one just as a starter for our Sirimangalo study group. So that's there. But maybe a whole section of things that are going on now. Could create one for the Saturday Day of Mindfulness.
Robin, I moved the Sirimangalo under teachings because I don't think it needs its own heading in the menu.
How about if we create a heading in the menu that's like stuff that's going on now, or however we want.
Well, you can have a news page with a blog list, but for the menu you want to keep it general, I think. I don't know. Otherwise it looks messy.
Okay. So news would be, you would think?
I don't know. I mean, really up to you. Just a suggestion that to keep it clean.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. It does look better without a million menu tabs on it. But if I went to the website and I was looking to become involved, I'm not sure. Well, maybe I would think it would be under teachings, but I'm not sure. Activities?
Instead of activities, you could say what we're up to.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that too?
Or you could put upcoming events or something like that.
Upcoming events.
Yeah.
Some of them are regular events, though. But definitely if there was something very special, like eventually we will be getting the robe that's being sent from Thailand, and then we'll have a little celebration then. So yeah, there could be, you know, regular events, upcoming events.
Robin, when it will be like?
The robe,
Yes.
the message that I have is that the order will be fulfilled by November 15th, which is about about a week from now, and will be shipped after that time. I haven't really gotten a lot of information, even the amount that we're to send. So I'm just waiting on more information. I had sent a couple of follow-ups, but I'm just waiting to hear back.
Yeah, no, I mean because if we can announce pretty early, then people know ahead, right?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. We'll when we find out when the robe will be there, we can, you know, certainly plan
I
something.
guess probably before end of November, right? So,
I have no idea how long it takes something to travel from Thailand to Canada. I have no experience with that. Does anyone?
Not offhand.
I had some books sent from Sri Lanka from the Buddhist Publication Society. It took about a month. Hopefully it won't take that long.
It's a bit unreliable. Depends.
Yeah.
Can be. Yeah, it's not quick for anyone. Not quick for sure.
Yeah. I figure when it shows up, at that point we'll set a date and plan. You know, Sheehan and his wife are interested in attending that, and actually had been interested in attending this as well, but perhaps technical difficulties or something that they didn't respond to the invite. But you know, and a couple of other local people, so that will be nice to have a small local group. So
do we need to?
Go ahead, Aruna.
Sorry, do we need to plan for the Katina event? Katina, I mean, kind of agenda.
Sorry, it's a little hard to hear what you're saying. You take
Sorry.
food
Yeah.
for the Katina?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, what I was asking, I mean, about the Katina ceremony, like how about having an agenda or some, how we can organize the event or like,
I'm sorry, just when I think I can hear you, it cuts out again.
oh, sorry, no. I'm asking about the agenda about the event, like
An agenda for the event?
Yeah. For the
Yeah, you would probably be more experienced than many of us with that. What's normally involved in a Katina ceremony?
I remember my very younger time back in a village, but it's very different to the nowadays.
Aruna, weren't you saying yesterday something about wrapping the robe around a tree?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it's too difficult over here, I think. We can do in this society. I mean, in this society, I mean over here, right? Especially. I mean.
That sounds familiar. That I think Monday was telling a story about that, where people would put the robe on a tree or a tree branch or something.
Yeah, I had that experience in my younger time. I remember very younger time. So
There's a tree in the backyard, right? Is that something?
Oh yeah, Stefano here, me, and then Anthony will show up.
No, let's create a page on Slack to
Okay, sure.
we'll create a page on Slack just to get ideas.
Yeah, and then we can get some from what the center you get that shown in BC. I forgot. So also from BVS also we can get some idea because I know the BVS British no what's that?
Yes.
Yeah, BVS you know BVS. British Vihara Society in Surrey, British Columbia.
Oh,
So,
Samantha.
Sorry?
So we were just talking about katina and what is normally part of a katina ceremony, so that when the robe arrives from Thailand, that we can plan our own small katina ceremony.
I haven't actually attended one, so I can't really comment. So,
Maybe we can look it up.
oh, and then we can get advice mean like their experience from the temple to oh I forget again name. Anyway, we will have the Slack page, right? So
Yeah, we'll put it together on Slack so we can get some different thoughts. Hopefully someone knows roughly what's supposed to happen. Or we can look it up, one or the other. Next year it'll be easier. The first year you're creating things and figuring things out.
Yeah.
After the first year it'll be easier. Have anything else?
yeah. So Anthony, remember yesterday we were talking about water filtering system or water filtering unit.
Yeah.
How about that? So we're going to buy or?
Yeah, we should get a discussion started about that, so that we can get away from the big water bottle. Have maybe a second tap at the sink with filtered water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I would like to see.
Uh-huh. Oh, so you're going to check, see what available in the market or in the.
Look, I don't actually know much about it. It's just what I've seen at many places.
Uh-huh.
I had looked into it at one time, and I think Bante had some concerns about the filters. Some of them don't actually work the way they're supposed to. Bante, did you have any thoughts on revisiting a water filter? Hi, Shante.
Hi. Hi, Robin.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Shahan and Rutanji are here.
Hey.
Oh, don't think so.
How's it going, Anna?
It's nice to meet you.
Yes, it definitely is. I think we got the email a little delayed, so we weren't sure really what happened, so we actually sent the text as well. Hey, Stefan.
I am sorry. I started a little late today.
No problem.
I'm glad you're here.
Yes, nice to be here.
So there's Stefano. Hi, Stefano. We were just finishing up talking about.
Heard you guys talking about the water filter. There's a water depot across Canadian Tire locally, and I'm sure they can install a water filter. Or
yeah, except we talked about this, and really, first of all, there's no sense that, or there's an argument anyway to be made that the industrial water filter systems that they use, or reverse osmosis systems that they use in Loblaws and that, are better than anything you're going to get under the sink. And the second thing is, we're only renting and we may not be here for.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah,
No point.
You don't want to modify the kitchen counter and stuff.
Well, you could bring that wherever. But yeah, if the long goals or wherever has better, cheaper and better system.
I was reading up a little bit on the Brita filters that you can put in the fridge and stuff, and what they're saying is that the force of gravity is not enough to use the filter properly. It needs to be a higher pressure.
Yeah, definitely the Brita filters we haven't heard good things about. I'd gone on Consumer Reports and they had some information on the kind that you attach to your faucet, the ones that go directly on the faucet, and then there's the ones that go under the sink. So there's different options, but Bante's concern, again, is that it may not be there long enough to make it practical.
Right. So we don't want to go modifying things and then leave.
We can always take it with us.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the bottled water?
I have no problem with the bottled water. No big one anyway.
It seems like it's practical, especially if there might be another move coming up.
Is there water at the monastery, bottled water? Is it being brought?
Yeah.
I think Aruna is buying the new water bottles, right?
I brought two, and then I think Rushanti and forget the name. Sorry. So they also brought two couple of times. I mean, they are the guy actually. They are the people actually. Used to go with me. I used to go with them actually to get the water.
I mean, there's a couple of, things. The price of the bottled water compared to the price of a filter, and figuring that all out, as well as the healthfulness of each one. But for now, there doesn't seem to be a great interest in putting in something potentially expensive, with the fact that it may not be there for that long.
Okay, so maybe we're being idealistic about it.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I brought this up, months ago. I thought it was better, more sustainable, better ecologically, but
Yeah, I remember we were talking, but I forget everything right now, I guess.
It's true. That's more sustainable. So once there's less, once there's a more permanent living situation, then we should get that ball rolling.
Yeah, something that's of the quality that will produce the kind of water that's healthful. I mean, I don't know much about the reverse osmosis. Is that something that's only done in water?
What is that? Is it a marketing term?
No, reverse osmosis is taking the chemicals out of water, because chemicals tend to go into water, right?
Do other water filter systems not do that?
Well, a regular reverse osmosis system is the size of a. What's it the size of? It's the size of a car almost. No, not a car, but a horse, bigger than a horse.
So you're not putting that under your sink?
No, I think. I mean, from what I've seen, they're pretty big. We had one of the Chinese Khmer people started a water store, and he was showing us his. It's quite big. So that's what they're using to fill the water bottles. What you get under the sink can't be as good, I don't think.
The other side of that, though, is that filtered water is not tested as consistently as tap water. I mean, just in terms of healthfulness, tap water is tested consistently, and bottled water is tested not with the same standards. And there's also a concern with something from the plastic leaching into the water. So
it's true.
There's all kinds of angles to it.
So basically, tap water gets a bad rap.
Yeah, and
I don't know the Hamilton tap water.
Hard to say.
I think the reverse osmosis systems are very large. No, I think.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Tap water here is, I don't know, I'm not convinced because, anyway, that's, yeah, I mean, they've been finding people's prescription drugs in tap water and that kind of thing.
Ooh,
Viagra, you get Viagra in tap water sometimes.
Oh boy.
not good.
Anyway, I just don't think it's that big of an issue. I don't think there is a strong claim that the bottled water is a problem at this point.
Okay.
If it becomes a real issue, then we'll have to address it. But I'm not convinced. Especially people like to bring water, and this was like a sort of a compromise. If people want to bring us those little half-liter bottles, well, it's a bit of a waste. We can see if they'll instead get us the big bottles. But they can't donate if we're using it under the tap filter.
Yeah, that's a good point. It does provide a, something, a dana for people that are interested in bringing it. So that's probably the most important aspect of it. But if that ever changes and it becomes a problem to keep a clean supply of bottled water in the house, just let us know and we can, look farther into a filter.
Yeah, also one more option is the large jugs that we get. We can have it delivered to the house for around $8 per bottle.
Again, I don't think this is a big issue, and I think we're
That's just
really wasting time on something that's not huge import.
Okay. Before we were talking about water, we were just mentioning katina. We'd really like to, when the robe arrives, probably later this month, we'd really like to have a katina ceremony at the monastery. And many of us are not entirely sure what a katina ceremony is.
Right. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it can't be a katina ceremony.
Okay. Have we missed the deadline?
No. The katina ceremony is actually only ever conducted by monks themselves.
Oh, okay.
So the lay people don't actually get involved in it, but they unofficially get involved with offering cloth so that the monks can perform it's not a ceremony exactly, it's well, I suppose you could call it that, but it's a act or it's an official act of the Sangha of declaring that we have made this robe in harmony. But the other thing is that can only happen when there are 5 monks, and it can only happen once. And I've already done that with the monks in Stony Creek.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for clarifying. It's still okay to have a small get-together then to offer the robe to you?
Absolutely. Thank you, yes.
Okay, great. So no expectations, well, not that there are expectations, but no specific things that need to be done because it's not really a katina ceremony, so that makes it simpler.
Right.
Aaron, from our notes from last time, can you tell us if there was anything that was kind of outstanding?
Sorry, was that a question for me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you happen to have a copy of the notes
I
that
do.
you last week? I was just wondering if we had anything that we had meant to revisit this week.
I'm just scanning through there now. No, we've been through, the main thing was the social media things, which sounds like that's all in progress. I think, Anthony, I think you were going to look possibly at investigating some plugins for the fundraising.
Oh yeah,
is that on the website now?
So we've been through that discussion a bit, and my feeling was that plugins are an overcomplicated idea towards that. So right now we're focusing on just improving the presentation of the website so that it shows information more clearly. Then we'll, if we want to display an amount of money, we'll update that manually for the time being.
Sure. The only other thing on here is Aruna was going to take some pictures of the meditation center to use on social media pages and things. I don't know if you've done that, Runa.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll do. So, so you are expecting really pictures, right?
Yeah, can you take some nice pictures around and make them available, maybe on Facebook or something so that,
Oh, I can. Yeah.
yeah.
How about a small video? No.
Smaller, medium, I'm not sure.
I think he's saying small video.
Oh, a video, I'm sorry.
Really, whatever works for social media, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just thinking of the Google one. I'm not sure if there was a place for video. There might have been, but yeah, anything that you care to share on I'm guessing. Well, actually, on Slack, you can share videos and pictures on Slack too, right?
Yep.
That would be
Can
even
we
better.
add them on, Robin, can we add them onto the meetup page as well?
Yeah. So, so we have our social media page on our social media channel on Slack. So if Aruna, if you can share pictures and videos to that, then the different people who need them for the meetup group, for the Yelp page, for the Google Plus page, we can all pull from there to have nice pictures to populate the different social media that's being created right now. And we have some nice pictures, but it's kind of the same pictures being used everywhere. So if we had some fresh pictures, that would be great.
So which area you want to cover? Like for sure, I think is we have to get from across the street, like to see the front.
Could you take a picture of the shrine room as well? Have you got a picture of
Yeah, sure, shrine room, and then the where Bante going to sit down, like a small book rack, and then that area, and then what else?
Yeah, I would ask you to
We don't actually have a shrine room.
Oh, I see.
We have like space, like a common space for the meditation, right? Walking meditation.
the meditation room. Yeah.
Meditation room, that one, and then the bookshelf, and then that small space.
Yeah, you take a variety of things because for the Google business page, it was pretty specific. It talked about how many outdoor pictures you should have, how many indoor pictures you should have. So it suggested quite a few. So if you could do some from a little farther back, a little closer up, and the different rooms of the public areas of the monastery, that would be great.
Yeah, and then basement too, right?
I mean, anything that you think will will be useful, just so people will recognize the place when they get there and have an idea of what it looks like and so forth.
Yeah, that's sure.
Good, thank you.
The only other thing I had on the list from last week is about organising some paint to paint Bante's room, to paint the over the red.
Oh yeah. So, I like to get update from Bante.
Are we going to get a white paint?
I think that was the original idea, was white paint, yes. Do you have a place nearby, Aruna, that you can purchase some paint and we'll reimburse you for that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Is there anything that you need to get going with that, or just need to find some time, or?
For the painting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm expecting Bante. We have painting trays, and then I saw, but I couldn't check out the some other item for painting. I think we have some other stuff too. I saw the tray, couple of trays, two, three trays, and then yeah, I can check. I can buy the painting too.
Have you done painting before?
For me?
Have you done your drawing?
No, I think 50 is no 50.
Oh, okay, so you could use some help. So
I can practice a little bit and then,
Yeah.
and then.
It's not terribly hard, but the preparation is, it takes a bit. You want to get the painting tape, like masking tape, and tape off
Uh-huh.
the bottoms of the walls, and the tape off like the ceiling on the top and the bottom, so that you don't get paint on the floor. And there's a little bit involved in it.
Yeah.
Check with I think there's someone in the area, a volunteer in the area, who offered to do drywall at the monastery. I wonder if he also has some familiarity with painting. Maybe I can reach out to him and see if he might possibly be able to assist.
Yeah, there's a Sri Lankan family. I think he's because he show up that I met first time like Halloween day.
Oh, okay.
So he show up with a little daughter, and then he was asking about Buddhist center. Oh yeah, I said, and then he's I think just 10 minutes away from the street, Bond Street. Yeah.
Do you have a phone number or someone to contact him?
So, but he said he can show up again, but didn't see him maybe after that. I couldn't get a contact because he was asked to at that time.
Oh, okay.
So probably he gonna show up again, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I will attempt to contact the other volunteer who had mentioned drywall, because possibly may possibly be able to.
I think the next week, next Sunday, I think Stefan are going to finish the course, right? So pretty sure he's going to help. Don't worry, I think we can manage.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine it probably has to be done kind of in one day. Once you get going, it probably has to be done in one day, so that, because Bante is every night with the broadcast. So, but it's I don't think it's too large of an area, and it's not all the walls. I believe it's just the red walls to be repainted white. So, okay. Well, if you're able to get the supplies this week, that would be great, and we'll check on figuring out who can assist you with that for next week.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And was there anything else?
I've just seen in the group chat, Anna's posted a comment about getting opening hours for the social media pages.
That's right. I'm so glad you noticed that. Thank you, Anna. Bante, all of these different directories ask for opening and closing hours for the monastery, and I know that's not exactly applicable as if it was a business that's locking its doors, but what would you suggest we list for opening and closing hours?
Well, I think probably 10 p.m. would be a good closing hour.
Okay.
And maybe, I don't know, 6 a.m. opening.
Okay. Do you literally want people walking in your door at 9:30 though? Because you're in the middle of the broadcast then. Would you want to make it,
Well, I'm not the one who answers the door most of the time anyway, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Right,
So
if they, I have to remember to turn off things like the doorbell and the phone when I do my Dhammapada. I think our last Dhammapada has the phone ringing in it.
It does.
And then me scrambling to unplug the phone.
Those are the joys of live stream, though. It's what makes it charming.
It's not supposed to be a live stream, that one. It's supposed to be a professionally done. Who are we kidding, no?
It's a professionally done. Well, the quality is excellent, and when
the last one, video quality is the best on the last one.
And when the funny things happen, like you just started off so beautifully, and then you had a coughing fit about 2 sentences in.
Yeah.
Those are the things that make it fun to watch.
The blooper reel.
Okay, so 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. for open and closing hours for the monastery. Okay, and someone is available at 6 a.m. as well to open the door should someone want to come in and meditate. Is there a working doorbell on the monastery? Curiosity?
I can open, no problem. 6, I think. Okay. I can. Yeah, they're going to ring the bell, right? So then I can wake up.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't hear. Is there a working doorbell on the front door?
Yeah, so then I can wake up, right, for the bell.
Okay, so if somebody comes and rings the bell, you will get it at 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. Thank you very much. All righty.
But if I'm not here, then I don't know.
There's kind of an old style thing that people in this area have, like where they leave a pad, little thing. We even have one on our porch. It was here when we moved in, a little place for a pad and a pencil, so that if somebody comes, and you're not home, they can leave a note. And I have no idea what the community that will, accumulate around the monastery is like, but if there are people that are stopping by and, without calling ahead or texting ahead or something, maybe some sort of a little board that you could write on, leave a message on, or
it's a great idea.
Just some sort of a low-tech way of letting someone who stopped by, letting them leave a message.
Yeah, we can have a pen with something to write down, right? Just close to the mailbox. Yeah, we can hang on something and then saying something, not.
Sorry, we missed you. Leave a message or something like that.
Yeah. If they can leave a message, so pretty sure they might interest.
Trying to be as welcoming to the community and people who become interested and stop by.
Actually, I was thinking about a board with that maybe we can program with something, maybe a quote or maybe a welcome message, maybe Saturday like that. Kind of LED a signboard. It's not outside, but inside.
It sounds like this can use your engineering skills for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes time.
Yeah.
We can buy, we can program that one from the personal computer usually. Let's say we can. I think pretty much. I'm pretty sure there might be a solution like say, we can write the message on computer and send to the board. That would be like a LED kind of light board.
Oh yeah, those like with a running message, a message running across.
Oh, actually, maybe we can have a LCD screen, because that way we can clear picture too, right? Because the cost is going to be very less for a LCD screen compared to the other system.
Yeah. Well, hop onto the IT page of the Slack forum and put your ideas down. So
Okay.
all things are possible, right?
Yeah.
If it's outside, it has to be tough.
No, I mean the screen is not going to be outside. It's going to be close to the window, and then you can see the outside.
Yeah, there's sort of a nice bay window with the window that bows out and some sort of a sign.
Yeah, the bay window in the front.
Yeah, we can have here. Over here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is the right. So from this window we can have public.
Bhante, would you have any concerns about that, or do you think the landlords would have any concerns about a sign of that sort, letting people know about the Saturday meditation day?
Yeah, and doesn't sound interesting to me.
No? Okay.
I think it's a bit tacky, to be honest.
I'm with her.
Okay.
Well, very British of you. Right tacky, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with you guys on that.
I'm on the fence. I'm American. We love tacky, but I think the idea is just letting as many people as possible know, particularly the people that are in the immediate area, what Tuban Street is all about and what you may want to go there for, what opportunities exist. So however we can communicate that is good.
Well, I would like to have a big wooden sign out front. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, a sign saying Sirimangalo International Meditation Center.
That would
That'd
be
be nice. Someone carve us a wooden sign.
Wooden.
Well, we'll put it on the list and see if there's any wood carvers.
Well, Wat Khmer Krom actually did this at one point, so maybe I can get them involved.
That's right. They have all kinds of carved wooden signs there.
Yeah, they don't do it so much, but I think they're the ones who'll know how to do it if anyone does.
Awesome.
Anyway, I'm leaving because we have a Sirimanga.
Yes, we have our study group
Already started.
Shian and Rashadi, I'm sorry, I think I'm saying your name wrong. Rashanti. Are you going to come to our Sirimanga study group?
Yes, yeah, we're planning to do that, Ravi. I managed to install the, what was it, the...
Mumble.
Mumble, that's it, yeah. Managed to install it and get the server connected, so definitely, yes, we can be joined.
Great. Okay, we'll see you there soon.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you all. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Robin.
Thanks, Robin. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Take care all.
Thank you.